of course, when you have a topic, or when you have a discussion that's going to bring you wealth, that's going to bring you income. I mean, it's going to be an exciting topic, right? So money talk is always exciting. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, so today we have an exciting topic, an exciting episode for you. So as usual, I want you to call in. I want you to contribute. I want to hear from you and know your thoughts. So what our topic today is on financing your real estate investment. Okay, so a lot of people have asked out, okay, we love this real estate. We want to build a profitable portfolio. We want to be an astute investor, investing consistently in the real estate industry, in the real estate market. But I know there could be a challenge of funding, right? It could be a challenge of getting that finance to fund that investment, because we all know that real estate is really capital intensive, right? So yes, it's being capital intensive means that sometimes you could be limited. You cannot have that capital or that amount, that fund that you need to secure that investment. And most times our investments are always time bound, right? They come in, there's a short period that for you to come in and take advantage of that investment, or else you lose that deal. Someone else comes in and takes over that transaction. So yes, you need to be alert, you need to be on your feet to make sure that you are able to take advantage of whatever opportunities that come your way. So yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking about investing, about financing, getting financing for your real estate investment. Okay, so if you've been able to secure any funding and finance during your real estate journey, call in, let us know and share your experiences with us. So as usual, the phone lines will be open. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Okay, so I'll take that again, 0700 903 903 903. So I'll be back after this short break. When I come back, we'll dive right into today's topic. Please stay tuned.
For all this months, the voice of the people has served you. You've been speaking and we've been listening. We've given you a voice, but guess what? We are not done. We're just beginning. Introducing the Voice of the People television. Now you can be seen and heard. Join us on YouTube at VOP TV and you are in for a ride. Watch interesting and seasoning shows like VOP This Morning. A morning show like you've never seen before. Get the latest information on the news.
What decides fate of registered voters without PVC?
Sports.
Rodri scoops it forward. Mahrez. Haaland! You believe it?
Business.
The Nigerian business environment has become increasingly frustrating for medium and small-scale players owing to a negative inflationary trend.
Lifestyle and entertainment.
Honestly, like I say this all the time, it's not a thing of
BOP TV. Show up, speak up.
You are tuned to the city's #1 super dial, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, Lagos.
Okay, welcome back to the Naijalandlord show, your real estate investment show that gives you all the pros and cons of investing in real estate industry. We bring you the news updates, trending news updates, information that you can use to make real estate work for you. Okay, so like I said, if you're just joining us, our topics today is financing your real estate investment. So if you're looking to finance your real estate investment and maybe you do not have all the funds that you need for that property, there are some ways that you can go about it. Yeah, we should know that Nigeria does not have all so many options available in the real estate markets for financing. But with doing your background research, doing your underground homework, you can be able to assess some limited options that are available right here in the country for you to be able to finance that investment. So first of all, before we go into those options, let's talk about the framework, okay, the background, because for you to finance your investment, you just don't wake up and say, okay, I want to go look for funds, right? Because you need to have done your background, your homework, done all you need to be able to get the right information in acquiring that finance, in acquiring that fund. Okay, so in able to finance your real estate investment, there are multiple options that you can explore at different levels. All right. So it's not the options, there are so many options that are available, but they are not all available at where you are. So you need to find out those options that you can explore at your level, where exactly you are. What are you coming into the market as? Are you coming in as an investor? Are you coming in as an individual? You're seeking to buy, your first property, maybe for personal use, right? Residential home, or for something you need to use personally. So where you are as an investor, as an individual, as a business person, as a salary earner, determines the kind of investment that you should go for and the kind of funding that you should look out for that investment. Okay, so it depends on who you are and your financial goals, right? Because what I always say, I always preach it here on this platform, that when you're going to do an investment, you should have a financial goal. You should have a financial plan. Your financial goal should be, okay, what kind of investment can you undertake? Can you go for? Because investment is according to your capacity, right? So you need to know what investment that you can go for. So you need to find out, okay, what investment can I get at this point, at this capacity? So find out what amounts you have and what you can risk. Your risk is always very important, because your risk, that's when I mean risk. When I say risk, I mean your appetites, the risks that you can take, because the amount of risk that you can undertake determines how long you can stay in that investment. Okay, if you want to go for short term, if you want to go for a long term, all right. So you need to know, okay, how am I able to leave this money? Can I leave this money to sit idle on this investment for maybe a year, 2 years, 5 years or more? So how much are you willing to leave in that investment for it to appreciate, or for you to yield that income that you are looking for? So that's it. So you should know your financial goal, know your risk that you can take, and also, what is the best investment, the capacity that you can undertake, to your financial capacity. All right. So that's the first point that you should do. Then the second point is know your numbers. Know your numbers. When you're going into a real estate investment, of course, you find the property. For instance, definitely you're going to find the property first before you seek finance, right? I need to mention that, because you can't just go seeking finance without getting the property, knowing the property that you want to finance, that you want to fund, right? So know your numbers. Now, when you get that investment, you should know, does this investment work for you? Okay, does it bring the kind of profits that you can, that is profitable for you, depending on the time, the energy, the amount that you're putting into that investment. So know your numbers. You need to be able to analyze that property, analyze how much it is, analyze all the other constraints, all the other factors that comes in for that property. So you need to be able to analyze all this, so that you can determine, okay, when I'm going to get funding, you can determine if this is a worthwhile venture for you to undertake. You don't just go get funding when something is not going to be profitable for you, right? So this is what you should go about getting funding for your investment, getting the right information, know your numbers, understand, analyze the entire framework of that deal. If you don't have a good deal, chances of you getting funding for that investment are going to be very slim, because nobody wants to come into an investment that is not profitable for them, right? And you must carefully find that investment that works for you. It must work for you. Every investment doesn't work for every person, because we are all different, okay? So you must find that good deal that is best tailor suited for you, all right? So does it serve your financial goal? You should be able to do that. And I must say here that you should not have unrealistic expectation. You should not put any inflated number. I predict. No, you should have a very realistic expectation about what that investment is going to yield. Okay, so moving on to the next point, the third point, you need to research your finance options. Now, you've gotten that investment. Now you need to research finance options that are available for that investment, for that property, because not every finance situation would be good for that investment. So you need to get what financial options are available. Are you going to go through the off plan? Are you going to go through co-investing or through mortgage or through getting loan from any other person? Maybe individual loans. So you need to find what finance option best work for that investment. Okay, so I hope you're getting value. I'm waiting for your call. Call me, let me know what you think. And then the next point is you need to know your legal paperwork, right? What is legal for that investment? Now, before you go and seek finance for that investment or seek funding for that investment, you need to have done all your legal background work, your legal paperwork. The title of the property needs to be in place, not that it's been processed or you're expecting some funds to, after you get the purchase of the property, you now start processing it. No, you must have a property that has already complete documentation in place. The title needs to be in place. Okay, so you need to also know what kind of structure does that property have, because the kind of structure determines what you can use that property for. You understand? So you can put that into the documentation that, okay, this property, is it for residential, commercial, investment purposes? So that will also determine how the funding can come in. People will look into it. Okay, some people are more open to funding a property that is commercial, maybe because they know that they can start getting instant monthly rental income from that. So you need to know the structure that property have, what type of structure it has, and also every other thing that has to do with the property, the location, the environment, what kind of people live in that area, so that you can determine. This will also help you determine what you can make of that property. So all this now have to be in place before we go to get that finance. All right, so going for the finance, we have some options. Like I said, limited options. You can go for an off-plan financing, right? Off-plan financing. So getting off-plan financing means that you have to buy the property before the construction, right? Before they have commenced construction. So that time it's much cheaper. And then the developers can give you more time. So you're coming in with them with what you have, and they can say, okay, if you deposit this amount, since you are coming in at this stage, if you are depositing this amount, then we can now, go ahead with the construction, and then you have a payment plan where you are paying, monthly or, as the case may be, quarterly, as the case may be. So going for an off plan, you can work with the developers or the owners of the property to be able to, finance the construction of that property before it has already been constructed. This is, for people who have a monthly source of income, have a steady source of income, so that you are sure that you're able to meet your own end of that transaction. And then there's another option of mortgage. You can go for a mortgage. Now, a mortgage is whereby you get a bank to loan you the money to finance that property, right? So, and there are lots of conditions that comes with it before a bank can loan you that money. For instance, some of this condition is that you must have a verifiable source of income. Yes, they're going to look at your bank statements, right? About a year, 6 to 12 months bank statement. So you must have a verifiable source of income, steady source of income. And then you must have a good credit report. You must be credit worthy, right? Have a good credit report. So you must have that and be able to, so that you can be able to qualify for that loan. All right. And then you must have all your documents for that property, because no bank will give you loan for a property that doesn't have its documentation in place, like I mentioned earlier. And then you must have an equity contribution of between 20 to 50% of the property value. Right, so you must have something you're bringing into the table so that they can know, okay, we're financing the other parts, right? So an equity contribution of 20 to 50% of the property, all right, and that percentage varies on your credit worthiness. So some people, if you're very credit worthy, based on your statements, they can say, okay, you can bring 20%. But if you're not so good on the score, maybe they'll say 50%. All right, so that is what you should do. Then, as a salary earner, if you have a retirement savings account, an RSA account, you can access that. You can contact your PFA, your pension fund administrators, to give you like 25% of your retirement savings investment for you to have that. Okay, so that is what you should do. My time is up. I need to go, but I'll come back in a few minutes. Let's take this short break.
Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafday Line Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender guitars, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less.
You want become landlord or landlady? You want buy or sell land or property? Abi you want invest for real estate? Make you join Peace Omesue, the Jagamama one of real estate, on the program Real Estate Matter every Tuesday by 6:30 p.m. on top your number one station, VOP 90.
Are you looking for the perfect getaway?
Look no further than the luxurious accommodations at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, number 42, Muritala Muhammad International Airport Road, Lagos.
Relax and unwind in